99. I know we have some Boy Scouts here, including Doug Vernon, who was a scout. And I know I tell people I'm still a lot like a Boy Scout, so I'm going to tell you a little bit more at the end about the significance of this. Thank you all for coming. I got a few notes here. I want to thank you all for coming for the 52nd reunion, or as we call it, 70. I had 70. That was the same as my number in football. Anyway, 70 is it's a different age, so actually, getting lucky at 70 is finding your car in the parking lot. But the good news is I have sex almost every night. Almost on Monday, almost on Tuesday, almost on Wednesday. And, I made this up, but I tell people, I'm at the age when I sleep with a woman, I actually sleep. Okay? So, I was told to respect my elders, but it's going to be hard to find them. So, I used to say, act your age, not your shoe size. Well, my shoes are size 12, and this is a picture of me when I was 12. So, later I'm going to tell you a little bit about the significance of this and being a Boy Scout. So, I've been an actor for many years, starting in 3rd grade. I've never done stand-up. I was a little bit of a class clown. I mean, in 2nd grade, the teacher was reading a book about Harry the hippopotamus. He said, Harry weighed over 200 pounds. And so I yelled out, must have eaten a lot of Cal. And all of a sudden, the whole class went up, and they took me out of the class. But anyway, some of you may remember, actually in WJ, I was in Maine. And Maine was a great musical. It's a lot of fun. You didn't really do that much in here, but I wore a 3-piece suit. Ron should remember, Jeff Healy here, but I wore a 3-piece suit, and I played the banker, Dwight Babcock. And I remember the first original lines I had, you remember? So she comes, he's very upset that Maine is putting this child out of normal school. And so she goes, oh, hello, Mr. Babbitt. And I say, cock! Babcock! So that was my famous line. Anyway, you can't really say those kind of words anymore in public because everybody is now, we're all woke, as you know. There's too much woke going on. And I'm still liberal, but you know what? I'm anti-woke. I'm so anti-woke, I take 2 naps a day. I'm going to tell you, but anyway. But one thing is, I have a cup at home that has the Redskins on it. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm always going to be a Washington Redskins fan. I'm never going to call them anything else. All right? Anyway, if people want a little history, you can look this up. The name Redskin was chosen in 1933 to honor Native Americans. Honor them, okay? I mean, so, you know what? I don't know what's the problem with the Redskins. We have Redskin potatoes. When I go out in the summer under sunscreen, I became a Redskin. But normally I'm a paleface, okay? So we want to name them the Commanders. Commanders, nothing they command except the ticket price twice what it should be. That's about the only thing that they command. And then, what happened to Cleveland Indians? Something wrong with Indians? Now they're the Guardians. What are they guarding? LeBron James' house? I mean, I don't know what is that. I'm also from Florida. We have the Florida State Seminoles. And so the Seminoles still do the little tomahawk chop. Da, 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 da. This is not waving, guys. This is scalping a paleface, okay? So, I mean, they still do that. And, my stepfather can play one song on the clarinet. That's it. Hail to the Redskins. And if you don't remember it, I'm going to sing a little bit of that later. But anyway, there's also, we got the Kansas City Chiefs. They're still around. We got the Atlanta Braves. But anyway, I hope all of you, if you don't remember, the Redskins, I don't know if they changed the song, but it was Hail to the Redskins! Hail victory! Braves on the warpath, fight for OTC! I don't know, I mean, it's a great song. Anyway, so we're so woke now, you got to be so careful. It's hard to say comedy because you can insult somebody. I mean, I got an A in chemistry and I got an A in insults, because I insulted probably most everybody here at least once. So I mean, but no, I can't insult you anymore. There's so many things you can't say anymore, okay? I can't say I can't go up to Bob and say, you know, if I wanted to hear from an asshole, I would have farted. I can't say that anymore. I can't say what doesn't kill you disappoints the rest of us. I cannot say that. I can't say you'll go far one day and I hope you'll stay there. No, I can't say that. I used to say take a long walk off a short pier, and when giving out grades, you thought they said pains, you had enough of them, or you thought they said trains, you missed yours. I can't say I'd love to help you out, which way can you come in? Or I used to say, you are one shampoo bottles out of instructions. Okay? I cannot say I'll never forget the day we met. Doesn't mean I won't stop crying. Or the person you don't see cried during the way I told you. I cannot say these things. So we can't be woke anymore. But you know, a lot of people have nicknames. And, a lot of my family, my mother had 5 sons. And the Tannenbaums, they call them T-bombs. And so everybody used to call T-bomb. Vote for T-bomb. Well, somehow T-bomb became T-bone. And Ron Hauptman back there, who's somewhere listening intently to somebody else. But anyways, made me into T-bone. You can't hear me? Can you hear me? Just running. Anyway, Jeff Fingerling, we used to call him JD or Deedlebug, which sounds a lot like Beetlejuice, by the way. Anyway, Bob Rat Fine, nobody knows why they call him a rat. He was never a rat, I know, but that was his nickname. Bobo Levine, and of course we had Stan the Man. Anyway, I was always I was a big kid. And in all these pictures, if you look back at elementary school, I was the second tallest. There was only one person taller than me, was Jeff Beaverly. And the person much taller than me now. So I just tell people I immatured early. That's why I was so much taller. So Hauptman and Beaverly kept growing up. I like being a kid, really do. I tell people about the only adult thing I do is go to an adult bookstore. That's about it. And you know, a doctor recently asked me if anyone in the family suffered from mental illness. And I said, no. We all seem to enjoy it. So anyway, I love George Carlin, and my mother was an English teacher too. So there are a lot of expressions that people we know, but somebody who's not a native American in English is going to understand these expressions. They make no sense to them. Don't throw me under the bus. Don't throw me under the bus. Why would I throw you under a bus? There's so many cars coming. I don't need to wait for a bus to throw you down, okay? And it's so hard to throw you under a bus. The bus is not going to do anything at all. Sand. So I'd rather throw you over the bridge. Maybe tie some weights to your legs. Where did we come up with that one? Oh, he's pushing the envelope. Pushing the envelope? That means doing something really hard. Wait a minute, envelope is so easy to push. Why would you push an envelope? I'd rather you push an ox cart or a football sled. Do something a little hard. One thing though, I always wonder when people say this to me, you probably always hear, oh, you know what, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to jump in the shower. Jump in the shower? That's the last place you're going to jump. You're going to walk in gingerly, I hope, so you don't kill yourself. And then one of the other things people say, I'd be more than happy to help you. I go, what is that? What's more than happy? What do you do, take your clothes off and run down the aisle naked? I don't know what more than happy is. So one thing that I started looking at, what? I got one.
Yeah, where you pick up the cake, it's kind of good, so I don't want to cut you short.
I'm almost done. Just
okay.
The nursery rhyme. This is all visual material. One more. You don't want to cut me short. You know nursery rhymes, a lot of you guys now are grandparents, and you know, they still have the same nursery rhymes that they always had. And these nursery rhymes are really disturbing, depressing, and outdated. Now the #1 nursery rhyme, if you look this up, is Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, had a great fall. All the king's horses, all the king's men couldn't put it together again. First of all, why are horses trying to help people put together? I'd rather have Bob Levine. If you want to put somebody together, get him. A king's horse is the exact shit for you. Then you have Jack and Jill go up the hill and fetch a pail of water. Now, it was really nice in the old days. You couldn't get water out of your tap. You had to go up the hill. Jack fell down. He tried to do good deed, broke his crown, and Jill comes tumbling after. You know why? She's tumbling after. She should be next to him, should be helping him with the broken crown. This Muppet sat on a tuffet. You know what a tuffet is? Anybody here know what a tuffet is? Raise your hand. Anybody ever heard of a tuffet? A tuffet, it really is a thing. It's a little stool. It rhymes with Muppet, okay? And then she's either Persian way. What's Persian way? That's your dichotomy. And then we have a spider just coming in here. Okay, if your kid isn't scared right now, falling down, getting broken, a spider coming in, then this is a very disturbing one. There once was an old lady who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, you know it's true. Now, I think it's disgusting that an old lady has to live in a shoe. Even homeless people aren't going to go in a shoe. I don't know how many stories this shoe had. I don't know how smelly the shoe was. I don't know why we let an old lady. And where's the man? She's living in a shoe and she has nothing to do. So she feeds all the kids broth without any bread. I mean, you feed the kids broth, you're not giving your kids bread, you're starving these little kids, and you spank them all how they do their bed. This is a wonderful thing to keep the kids to sleep. You hit the shit out of them, you don't feed them, you starve them, or beat the crap out of them. A little different than nowadays. Anyway, a couple more to go, almost. Mike can sing when Mother Hubbard goes to the cupboard's bare. So the dog's starving, the kids are starving, and Jackson's crown is broken so far. 3 blind mice that cut up their tails. That's disturbing. And the most disturbing is, the last one I'm going to tell you is, rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub. My gaydar is going up right away, guys. I don't want to see 3 men in a tub. That picture is very disturbing. I don't know what, first of all, the butcher, he's carrying a knife, he should be in a tub. A baker, and candlestick maker. Now, candlestick maker, I don't need those guys. Okay, I'm almost done. And, what? Oh, 10 minutes? Well, let me put really one thing. Nothing? Nothing? Can you stop now? One more announcement. I know Ron Hallman's totally interested in this one. Ron Hallman? Ronald not Hallman. So anyway, I tell people, I say, I'm still a Boy Scout today to remember there are 12 principles of being a Boy Scout. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, thrifty, cheerful, brave, clean, and reverent. Thank you. The only difference now and then is when I walk an old lady across the street, I invite her over for cocktails. Thank you.